So, for the audience, will you please state your name, hometown, age, and music major?
Yeah, my name's Robert Hosier. I'm from Sheffield Lake, Ohio. I am 20 years old and I am a music composition major.
And as a whole, what got you started into doing music?
Well, when I was 6 years old, I got my first instrument, which was a little electric keyboard, and I kind of just liked to play around on that. I didn't really learn any songs, but I just had fun, played around with some notes, and it was a good time.
And from the keyboard, what instrument did you go to?
Well, I basically stuck with the keyboard until about fifth grade when we were invited to join the band, and they had this day where they laid out a bunch of different instruments, and we got to play them all and see which ones we liked best. And I basically decided on two different ones that they both said I could be potentially good at, and that was the flute and the drums. And I just came down to deciding on the drums.
So, but you play guitar, yeah?
Yeah. In plenty of the end of middle school, beginning of high school, I decided to pick up the guitar kind of as a way to extend my composition into a more popular realm. Like before that, I'd kind of just been playing around with notation software, putting notes on a page type of thing. And with the guitar, I could kind of write songs, which is a completely different approach, and it's kind of one that I prefer in a lot of ways.
How has your writing style for yourself on the guitar changed from high school to college?
Um,
Is it still going?
I guess I would say that for me at least, playing any instrument or anything for a long time, you get bored of doing the same thing for a long time, and so you just try new things, sometimes just for the sake of trying new things, and if it works really well, you stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I would say is I've gotten more away from what you would typically find like in a pop song or something, and I'm more into not necessarily. What music means to me is that I think what music has going for it that no other creative thing does is that it's immediate. You can't listen to an entire piece of music or an entire song at once. You listen second by second and you put the whole thing together afterwards, as opposed to a painting where your first reaction is to look at the whole thing and then come back to the details. So because of that, music requires a lot of attention. You have to make your entire senses vulnerable for a little while. And because of that, you can relay an emotion to another human being that doesn't have to start from a thought. It can be from emotion straight to music, straight back to emotion without that translation. And I think that's really important to have in some form. It's a way of conveying a message in a different way. And that's why music is important to me.